Good evening and welcome to the Downers Grove Township our meeting. Let's stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. So welcome to our DCNO Local Government Efficiency Act meeting. This is a new bill that was passed in June of 2020. And if I can get to my notes, sorry. So this was signed into law in June of 2020. The act requires certain governmental units to form a committee once every 10 years to study local efficiencies and increase accountabilities to the county board. The committee includes the elected board, 2 residents of the township, and any other officer of a governmental unit. We will have 3 meetings, and before this is over, our next one will be in October 19th of 2023. And this is really, it's interesting because the law doesn't really say everything that we're supposed to do. And so each of the townships is kind of trying to figure out how we're going to do this. It's really for us to come up with ways to increase our opportunities for efficiency. And in this, we are talking about things such as the programs that are offered by our township and other services that maybe we could possibly provide. It also is talking about all the rules of township government. And as we go through this and as we talk about it over the next year, we'll find out any inefficiencies that we have or something maybe we can do a little bit more efficient. I think we've done a very good job so far when we talk about all the services that we've been offering over the last year, especially here in the Township Center, all the senior programs. This book gets bigger every month. It seems like we have new programs, we have new things to do. General assistance, we've been adding programs, we've been adding, increasing the amount of payments that we've made. We've gone out on social media to make sure that people are aware of all the programs that we do offer here. So I think this will be an interesting step over the next, like I said, about a year. I've asked 2 citizens to come here. Jasmine Fuentes. Jasmine volunteers for the Westmont Fire Department. She is working with CERT and becoming a manager with that. CERT is a program that helps out in the event of an emergency. So CERT was instrumental really for us when we had the tornado. 30 days into my term here, we had the tornado. And there's no book on my shelf that says what to do when there's a tornado. So, we all had to come up. Andy, you guys worked for 3 or 4 weeks straight to get everything taken care of. And so one of my people that I've asked to be on this board is Cindy Aguilina. She's been a 20-year resident of Bruce Lake. Bruce Lake was the area hardest hit from the tornado. And I wanted her to give us some insights into what we did right, what we did wrong. Jasmine Fuentes, like I say, was a volunteer for Westmont Fire Department and is doing stuff for CERT. So we have 2 people that, to me, that's one of the biggest things about township government. One of the things I learned the most is, we're here for when people need us the most. We're here for the senior programs. We're here for people who are in need. So I think this will be good. We've gone for 6, this is 2 years that this building's been open for seniors. We did not have this 6 months ago. And when we, Karen Spencer and I talk about where we were 6 months ago. 6 months ago, we'd be in here, and like, why are only 15 people here? Now it's like there's 40 people here. So this program will also help us, I think, determine where we're going and what we can do to help people in the coming year.
Well, the interesting thing about CERT when you're talking about government efficiencies, doesn't Milton Township, that's like a shared service that they help
That is
spearhead.
correct. Right.
So, talk about governments working well together.
Right. And I think that's one of the things here at the Senior Center. One of the things that we've done, that is a great example. That is two townships working together. I don't know if everyone remembers it, but 3 nights before the tornado, we had our June meeting and we approved our contract with CERT. So little did we know 3 days later that they would be here helping us. But like in the Senior Center, we've been doing a lot of these programs with other towns, libraries, the park districts, Hinsdale Community House, People's Resource Center. So we are, doing as much as we can to be efficient with other areas of government. So with that, I will, any other, from my board, any other thoughts or comments? I've actually asked Mike and Dave to help us during the next 6 months to get this stuff together. There's a lot of things that we will get together, and we will continue to give updates on this as we go on. So, with that, let's go to public comment.
We need a motion.
First we have
Oh,
to
yeah,
read the resolution.
we have the resolution.
So there's a resolution number 2023-051-823-1, and a resolution creating the Decennial Committee on Local Government Efficiency for Downers Grove Township. Whereas the Committee on Local Government Efficiency Act 50, ILCS 50-1, etc., requires Illinois townships and road districts to convene a committee to study and report on local government efficiency no later than June 10, 2023. And whereas the Downers Grove Township Board wishes to form a decennial committee for purposes of complying with the Act, and whereas Section 10B of the Act requires the committee's membership to include the Downers Grove Township trustees, the Downers Grove Township supervisor, the chief executive officer of the township, and 2 township residents appointed by the supervisor with the consent of the board. Now therefore be it resolved by the supervisor and board of trustees of Downers Grove Township, DuPage County, Illinois, as follows. Section 1, the corporate authorities hereby form a decennial committee on local government efficiency under the Act with the following members: Downers Grove Township Board of Trustees, Downers Grove Township Supervisor, Downers Grove Township Office Manager, Downers Grove Township Resident Jasmine Fuentes, Downers Grove Township Resident Cindy Aguamiga. Section 2, severability. If any section, paragraph, or provision of this resolution shall be held to be invalid or unenforceable for any reason, the invalidity or unenforceability of such section, paragraph, or provision shall not affect any of the remaining provisions of this resolution. Section 3, repeal of prior resolutions. All prior resolutions and ordinances of conflict or inconsistence herewith are, there's a slight typo here, A-R-E, hereby expressly repealed only to the extent of such conflict or inconsistency. Section 4, effective date. The resolution shall be in effect immediately from and after its passage and approval. And there's a list of aye and nay, and absent and abstained for the board members. And then section 5, termination. After the committee has made the report required available to the public, the committee shall be dissolved on May 30th, 2024 until it is reestablished pursuant to the Decennial Committee on Local Government Efficiency Act, Section 50 ILCS 70/10, approved and adopted by the Supervisor Board this day.
There's a question here. Approved and adopted. Now, the 18 months was November of 2024. So is that clear where we're adopting that to be the last date that it dissolves?
You have your termination date is May 30th, which you picked.
Yeah.
And your adoption date is
Or should that be tonight's, I should change that to
approved and
tonight?
adopted by the supervisor on this date 30th. No, it should be today. This
Okay.
should be today's date.
So I'll correct that then.
On today's date, I read it without reading it, without understanding what I was reading. On today's date, May 18th,
2023.
2023. Thank you, Clerk Grimsby. So you have this resolution, you want to now approve it or not?
Yes, we need a motion to approve it.
Yes, I'll approve it in its amended form.
Thank you.
Second.
Roll call.
Any other discussion?
Not you, not yet.
You'll get your,
Okay.
okay.
Trustee Ferguson,
Aye.
Trustee Oakland,
Aye.
Trustee Ricordati.
Aye.
Okay, Mary Stoll will be absent, and Supervisor Coltrane.
Aye. And so that is adopted. So next we have public comment. We're going to combine kind of 6 and 7, survey of residents in attendance, input on matters discussed. So do we have any public comment? You are entitled to 3 minutes and only for what was discussed, at this point. Is that right?
I was just curious, you selected a couple of people from the public to join the committee. Will the committee meetings be publicized and people from the public able to attend?
Yes, they will be at the
Well,
same
they are
time.
publicized, scheduled
I've got it.
meetings,
I see
October
the dates,
19th,
yes.
April 18th.
And so the way we're doing this is they will be just like it is tonight, beforehand. So you will be, and we have the dates down, but yes, they will be publicized. The public is invited. Any suggestions, ideas are welcome.
So you have 2 dates here, October 19th and April 18th, but I thought I heard you say there would be 3.
Tonight's the first one. Tonight's the
This is
organization.
the first
meeting.
one.
Yes.
Got it, thank you.
Okay. All right, with that, any other public comment?
No, the 3 meetings are in this notice here.
And the road is next.
Okay.
So,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
okay,
Second.
and all in favor?
Aye.
And the motion to adjourn. With that, we will call to order the decennial and Local Government Efficiency Act for Downers Grove Township Road District. And we'll do the pledge. Really? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, and next up is the approval of the citizens' appointees, and I'll have Andy maybe talk a little bit about the 2.
We have John Curcio, who's a respected member of Timberlake, and he's helped us out on many different projects and things we've done. So I thought naturally he'd be a good appointee. And then the other one is Al Rashidas, and he's an engineer who lives on the backside of Berkshire. And he's been active in the township for years.
Okay, great. With that,
I'll make a motion to approve the appointees.
okay, do we do that now with the resolution?
Well, I have a resolution that I am sort of obligated to read through. It's exactly like the other one, but I'm going to try to do it fast. This committee has the same beginning, the resolution creating the Decennial Committee of Local Government Efficiency Act. It's resolution number 2023-051823-2, and the board wishes to Form a decennial committee for the purpose of complying with the Act. The Act's requirement requires the committee membership to include the Downers Grove Township trustees, the Downers Grove Township supervisor, the chief executive of the township, and 2 township residents appointed by the supervisor with the consent of the board. Now, this committee would also include Andy Anderson on this as well. I think that we need to make that clear that Andy is a part of this board.
Okay, I'll add that in under the, where it
Otherwise,
says
it doesn't make
Downers
any
Grove
sense. It just
Supervisor.
doesn't make any sense.
Should it be appointed by me or by Paul?
By you. I'm going to continue here, but the public ought to know that we're doing something brand new. We've never had this before. We're doing our best. We think there'll be small errors, and we'll try to make sure they're corrected and right by the time, and that we do a good job with this. Severability. If any section, paragraph, or provision of this resolution shall be held invalid or unenforceable for any reason, the invalidity or unenforceability of such section, paragraph, or provision shall not affect any of the remaining provisions of this resolution. Repeal of prior resolutions. All prior resolutions and ordinances in conflict or inconsistent herewith are hereby expressly repealed, only to the extent of such conflict or inconsistency. Effective today, if everybody votes on it and approves it, and it is terminated after the committee has made the report required available to the public, the committee shall be dissolved on May 30th, 2024, until it is reestablished pursuant to the Decennial Committee on Local Government Efficiency Act, Section 50, ILCS 70/10, adopted and approved this date, May 18th, 2023, by the Township.
Okay, so with that, do I hear a motion?
Yes.
In a second.
Second.
Okay, trustee Ferguson,
Aye.
trustee Oker,
Aye.
trustee Ricordati,
Aye.
Mary Stoll will be absent, and supervisor Coltrane.
Aye. Passes. Again, we're at the public comment and the survey of residents in attendance and vote on the matters discussed. Do we have any comments? Okay, with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
In a second.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
So that passes. And now we will start the Downers Grove Township meeting of the Township Board of Trustees for May 18th, 2023. Calling the meeting to order.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. And Lorraine, would you take roll?
Trustee Ferguson,
Still present.
trustee Ricordati,
Our present, whatever it is.
trustee Oker, supervisor Coltrane.
Present. So we have a quorum. With that, we will go to public comment. As a reminder, residents will have an opportunity to speak during public comment. Comments are directed to the supervisor. We ask that all comments be kept to 2 minutes and address the Downers Grove Township issues. It says 3, so we'll do 3 minutes. Please refrain from profanity and personal attacks directed at people. Please be respectful of all residents. We remind you that public comments are not a Q&A session. Thank you. So do we have any public comments? And with that, we will move on to a motion to approve the minutes of the board meeting from April 20th as presented.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions about them? Lorraine, take roll.
Okay, trustee Ferguson,
Aye.
trustee Ricordati,
Aye.
trustee Oker,
Aye.
supervisor Coltrane.
Aye. Motion passes. Next is a motion to approve the trustee audit and approval of bills and claims as presented.
So move.
Second.
Are there any questions on them? With that, Lorraine, will you take roll?
Trustee Ferguson,
Aye.
trustee Ricordati,
Aye.
trustee Oker,
Aye.
supervisor Coltrane.
Aye. It passes. Next up is the supervisor's report, and I will kind of make this brief tonight. Thank you all for coming out for this. This is a brand new thing with the DC annual. I think it's going to be a good thing, but we're all kind of trying to figure out what they all want from us. So we will continue with that and keep everybody up to date as we are progressing towards our next meeting in October. Just a couple things. On June 10th, out at the Oak Hill Cemetery, Creek Cemetery, we are having our Flag Day celebration. That's Saturday, June 10th at 11 a.m. So everybody is invited to that. We have quite a guest speaker who is the Downers Grove Historical Society. She's going to do a history of the cemetery, so it should be pretty interesting. So other things that are going to happen here, we do have a trip going to the play Grease at Drury Lane. That's on June 1st. That's been sold out. AARP's classes have been sold out. We had a class in here today with about 40 people on dementia and all the things about that. It was very fascinating, very interesting. So I encourage everybody to get a copy of the book because there are quite a few classes coming up. We had kind of an interesting thing. We have about 3 months ago, we had someone donate a ping table to us. And we had one guy who had a friend that came every so often, but other times he'd just kind of sit there and just kind of, just hit the ball by himself. And so, but pretty soon more and more people came. Now all of a sudden we have 8 people wanting to play. So we have had a second ping pong table donated to the township. So it's interesting that all the things that are picking up. We are talking, having 20, 30 people here for almost everything. So things are going well. With that, next up we have assessor's report. We don't have one. We do have a highway commissioner's report.
In the past month, the highway department has been working on the following projects. Crews completed brush pickup in sections 2 and 3 and are ready to start section 4 on Monday. Pickup has been light so far this year, which has allowed them to catch up on some trim orders that we've had on our list. Crews continued black dirt restoration on winter plow damage, tree stump grindings, and behind concrete repairs from late last fall. We were very lucky. We were lucky enough to get a grant from DuPage County last year to help reline 3 large culvert pipes under Wood Creek Drive off of Plainfield Road. The pipes were installed in the late 70s and have rotted through on the bottom, causing sinkholes to form around the basins in the street. We cut back the brush on both sides to allow our contractor access to the ends of the pipes, and larger trees on the east side were taken out by our tree contractor, and we will remove 1 stump on the west side, which is partially blocking one of the pipes. This will allow our contractor the ability to flush the pipes in late May or early June in preparation for a July or August relining. Crews continued patching potholes with cold mix. We expect the warmer weather to help us catch up and pause our patching program for a while. We hauled out our debris pile from projects we did last fall and also hauled out debris picked up on the right-of-ways over the winter. The brush crew delivered several loads of chips to residents during the last few weeks. Just as a side note, we delivered chips free of charge to homeowners in the township that had requested. Crews went out with gravel and filled in low spots along the edge of roads where some of the stone had pushed out. And we also touched up the access roads to the Oak Hill Cemetery for the supervisor's office for your Flag Day celebration.
We appreciate that. Thank you. Any questions?
I have one. The culvert that, from the retention pond to Clear Mills Road, are you gonna be able to dig that out again?
Yes, that's on our list for the summer.
It is. Good boy.
We're going to try to get there and clean it out.
Yeah. Before the fence goes in.
Do we have any old business to discuss?
Pardon? I'm sorry,
I was just talking on this, we have old business and new business.
I'm sorry.
Any comments? With that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
Oh, who was that?
Mike,
Okay.
Second.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
And with that, we are adjourned. Our next regular Downers Grove Township meeting will be held on Thursday, June the 15th at 7 p.m. Thank you.
Comment.
You guys will be here too.